So thanks for joining the webinar. It's the first webinar for this year for warranty returns. And this time we want to talk about the benefits for wholesalers. So my name is Moritz Mahler. I'm the product owner of Warranty Returns. And with me is in the background Masato Dünse. He will answer your questions during the presentation, and also we will help you to figure out after the half an hour talking from my side to maybe to answer the questions more in detail, or we can talk about it that everyone can hear it. So I would like to start directly. So first of all, I quickly tell you from my background. My background is a trader background. So I worked for 15 years at a wholesaler company, and now since nearly 4 years, I'm in Tech Alliance. I'm responsible for warranty returns in Tech Alliance. So I have a team of developers with me, and we developed this excellent piece of software. And I want to show you today how wholesalers can profit from it and how you can save money with process in this solution. So Order Manager should be something what you should know. If you don't know it, in the end on our presentation we show you a QR code. Here you can access to the Order Manager. If you don't have these login credentials, please get in contact with us. We can help you with this. This is the predecessor of the old TechCom or TechLocal solution, web-based, accessible everywhere in the world. So when you log into the Order Manager, you come to the normal page where you normally order your stuff, and you can just quickly go over to warranty returns. This is what we're talking about. And first of all, I want to talk about problems. The main problems what wholesalers always have is that we have warranties and returns, and we don't want to have these. The garages give us these things, and we have to care about it. We have to organize it. We have to have an overview. We should have a transparency all over the whole company to give the customer the knowledge about where is the part, what happens with the part, how long does it take, in which state is this. And we want the money, we have to give the garages the money. It's a thing what we don't really want to have in our company, but we have it. And I'm absolutely sure if I tell you that the most of you or a few of you will still use Excel sheets or just folders somewhere near the desk, or some dirty papers. You have Word, emails, fax. Maybe I guess there are still people using fax. And yeah, so this is, you have a lot of media, and there's most of all is one person responsible for it, or two. And always when these guys, they are never available when you have to have a question for them, and you want to ask what is with this case. And so this is not really nice. We live in the 21st century, and it's, I think this, we are in a digital world, and we should change this process. And this is why we brought up this product, and we made it mainly for you. So you are the target group, and we want to make you the life as easy as possible, that this process is as fast as possible, as transparent as possible, and as easy as possible. We don't have a handbook for this. So my approach was to make it as so simple that everyone can use it. So you can easily, it's intuitive, and it should not make any problems to use. So if yes, please tell me. I'm always free for feedback, but I guess you will not. So I wanted to show you, we are here on the hard piece of the solution. So we are in the claim list. The claim list is the form an Excel sheet. So you have here everything together, every claim you ever created, and also you see if they are sent, if you have some of them in draft, and also if you got a claim from someone. So you have here the incoming and the outgoing stuff. You have a lot of possibilities to specify this claim list. So you can change columns, you can make it bigger, smaller, exactly like you want. And also you can export this claim list. This is good. It's an easy way for reporting. So if you want to have reports out of this, you can make yourself really easily some of them. But to say something in the future, near future, I'm also responsible for the other solution, and we will get information from these claims to show you on a different place in the order manager, that you have an overview about statistics and reporting and stuff like this. But easy way is here with the Excel. So I guess it's self-explaining. You have a lot of information. So you see the status. You see that we have difference between returns and warranty. So this is a technical return, and this is a business return. So because I don't want this piece anymore, and here the piece is broken and I have a problem and I would like to have my money back because this caused me trouble. So I will create a new claim. So, and I will tell you two different cases. So the first case is, I imagine there is a garage. The garage sends the piece to a branch of you, and the branch will maybe take this claim, create this claim, and send forward the claim to the headquarter. The headquarter will also add information, because there is always missing information, because the garage is lazy. The branches sometimes are lazy, so they don't put everything in what we need. And in the end, we send it to the manufacturer, or AKA supplier. And what I show you now is the way the branch created the claim, and we send it to the headquarter. So I'm in the moment, I say the branch, I send it to the headquarter, and the headquarter will forward it to the supplier. So this is the first step I show you. Later on, I show you how it works with the garage. So I will create a warranty. I will choose here the organization where I want to send it to. This, you may remember, is the same list as you have here in request and order. So this is the list of the suppliers where you can send it to. If you add here your headquarter, then your headquarter is exactly here in this list. You just click on it and you save time with not typing all these things in. I know that you normally don't make claims for sending it to your headquarter, but every information what your branch will type in here, you don't have to do again. So it's not copy writing paper. It's just typing in one time and then never again. So I have the receiver. I click on next. Here I am on the point where I have to enter the part number. I choose a Bosch number because Bosch parts sometimes get broken, but I didn't say this loud. So this is the part where we're talking about, and I save time because I did just type it in, and I don't need to write in Bosch, I don't need to type in alternator, and I definitely don't need to type in that is the barcode. I have the article price in my ERP. I know that I bought this part for 149 euro, and I have a delivery note number where I got this part in front of me, because normally you found it out in your ERP system that this part was delivered here. I got it on the 18th of January 2020. The invoice number I also have in my ERP system. I got here 2020 1501, and I got invoiced on the 31st of January 2020. I go to next. So then I come to the point problem description. Okay, I got this part. I got a few informations from my customer that this part has no loading voltage, because it's alternator. Sometimes this happens. and I know that it was fitted, so it was in the car. Now I get another few questions, or in this case, one question. I can ask maybe, but I don't have to. But I hear it from my branch that, or from the customer, that this piece always is happening when it wet, and it's always. I go to next. So here we have a lot of different possibilities to choose a car. So to choose the car is really easy because we have here a few search types. If there is a search type missing, for example, for UK or for wherever you have normally number plate searches, everything what we have in TechDoc we can add here, and we take care about the cost, so it's free for you. But we want to know it because otherwise we spend money and nobody will use it. So if you want to have one, please tell us and we will add it. It takes normally 2 weeks until we activate then this thing. I have the same here. I do it easy because I know my old car from the German KBA is my VW, and I have here my model year, everything what I got out of the TechDoc web service. I don't need to write in. So this is quite nice to have. So I know the mileage of the fitting of the part because somebody, no, I don't have it because they were too lazy to write it on the piece of paper. So I know that it was fitted by the garage and it was removed by the garage. I go to next, and here we are. So garage, who did give me this? I can type in everything. I save you time with this, but you can easily type in here the details of the garage. In the second approach, I will show you that the garage will fill out this, and also repair costs, labor costs, stuff like this. I go to next. And we are nearly to the end because we have some additional questions. We thought, how can we save more time or a recall from the supplier? So we have the possibility to give information or a wish what should happen with the claim beforehand. So we can say, okay, I would like to have a credit note when you accept this claim, or please, I want to save the environment. Please don't send me the scrap back. Please scrap the part when this is done. But make a picture before. So I go to next. So now we are on the attachments part. We had here a nice invention because we thought, okay, this is always really hard to get a picture from my phone into my PC. I need to send myself an email. In the past, it was even more difficult to have some cables to transmit, use the Dropbox or whatever. We invented here something. It's really easy and cool. So if you want, you can just try it. I do it for you, but everyone can do it at the same time. Just put your phone in photo mode, put it on the QR code, open the QR code. You will come to a browser window. You can say make a picture, upload a picture. I make a picture of my coffee, and I will use this picture, and you will see here we are. So this took now, I guess, 15 seconds. Before, I guess it was a bit longer, but prove me wrong if somebody can do it faster, because I think this is really a really nice and fast way to do this. I go to next, and we finish the claim. So we are on the end of the claim. I nearly did a realistic claim, I guess, and we are now on the point where we have everything together on one page. We can write ourselves some internal notes. We can also start a discussion with the receiver of the claim. So for example, if I want to send it to my headquarter, I can send here, I don't know, hi, whatever. This works like WhatsApp, and the internal note is just for me. Only I or my organization can see this internal note. So for example, the customer is really difficult, please be careful. Whatever, you can have this here saved. Now I print the claim and put this document to my sending. So I put the alternator, which is dirty and lays in the moment on my desk. I put this piece of paper towards this alternator and give it to the next driver, who ships it to my headquarter. I press on send. That's it. Please don't forget to print the claim and send it with the part to the receiver. The receiver in the moment is my headquarter. So that's it for me. I have here my status is sent. And now I switch to the role of my supplier, or AKA in this case, this is my headquarter. So the headquarter received now a few. So because we have maybe a central position where all these claims come to, and the colleague is now opening it. So he sees here the message. He sees also some actions, what he can do. So he can print the claim again. He can manage attachments, so he can add even more attachments to it. He can export the claim for EP system or whatever solution. If you want to send it by email, he can send it by email. It's even also okay. But this is the most powerful button here. I showed you before that creation of a claim took now about, I would say, 3 minutes. I explained a little bit, but in the end, a real claim take now about 3 minutes. If you write by hand a paper claim, it takes about 15 minutes. If you now forward this claim, you will see I create a new claim, and now I forward this to wherever you want. So we have different other suppliers, and in this case, normally it would be Bosch, because I want to send it to Bosch and I want to claim it there. I go to next and I have all the information. And you see also that the form changed a bit because Bosch has a different setting in his administration console. I come there in a second. So you can add here now informations. For example, I can say, no, this is everything good. I go to next. Everything is nice. I go to next. Ah, no, Bosch wants to know the mileage. So I have a mileage of fitting of the part at 300,000 kilometers and a mileage at removal of 300,100 kilometers. So that's it. I have maybe a date I can add. I go there. I can add even again garage details, and I can have here a different solution for it. I want to have a free replacement, for example. I go to next. I still see my picture. I can add another picture if I want, or I can delete this one. I go to next, and I'm again in this summary. This claim is related to the other claim, and here I am. So I'm finished. My discussion here is now to Bosch. And if I print now the claim, you will see this is my supplier where I want to send it to. And there's no evidence of my branch who created the claim. So everything is absolutely clear to the supplier. If I send it now, Bosch will probably get it, but I can tell you now, Bosch is not using our software yet because they have their own really good one. But there is another thing what I want to show you, because the process doesn't stop here. Let's say Bosch will call you in a week and say, ah, yeah, here you sent me something, because you sent Bosch now this piece of paper in a box with a label. Oh, I forgot to print out the label. Sorry. Bosch hasn't have the label, so this is a bad thing. Went. I can have here the label. So the label would look like this. I put this on the box, and I will send the whole claim to Bosch. Switch back again. So I'm here. So Bosch calls me and said, okay, I received your package. Please do, I accept it because it's really a problem. I will claim you the money. Okay, you will receive your credit note in a few days. Okay, thanks, Bosch. But it will not change here the status because it still is on send. I know that the claim is decided because Bosch doesn't play with us here. but yeah, this is a bit bad. So I go in and just change this claim status for myself. It is accepted. I change the status. That's it. So I go back to my claim list and I have my former Excel file absolutely nice, filled, and my colleagues who use the order manager can tell the customer if he calls, because this is a really good customer who always give me this. They can say, okay, we have this claim decided. So this is quite good. So I got this acceptance, and I can now accept the claim to my customer who gave me this claim. I can submit, and now the claim is done. Decided, accepted. Here I decided myself, and that's it. It's like you have to imagine it like an email. I receive an email. This is my received email, and this is my sended email. So I forwarded the email. So in this case, I copied the claim and just forwarded. This forwarding is infinite, so you can really from garage to branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, whatever, how often, how many steps you have, you can do this. I also received now a mail. I quickly show you this. 1 second. I received a mail that my claim is decided because I'm in my notifications, and if I click here, I will come directly to the claim. So far from here. You see also when you receive a new claim, this is a little bit bold, and it's clear for me that this is new. I go now to the settings. I told you that, let's go from top down. I told you you can adjust your form. So for example, if you don't want to show things on the form because it makes no sense to the engine code. Nobody needs the engine code. So put it away, because we are companies, or you are companies who should have some kind of customer service. So you have a lot of other companies where the garages will buy, but they like to buy on companies where the processes, the workflows are really nice. So you can make this form as big and as mandatory, or as small and easy, as light as possible. So you can even go down to nearly nothing visible. You just need the article number. You may need the description of the problem, and that's it. The rest is not relevant for you. Then maybe the questions were how to handle the claim afterwards. That's it. If I save now, is everything saved, and every new claim from now on which is sent to me will have these fields. If I want to have the manufacturer, the model, and the type mandatory, you can do it here. Just press on save. That's it. Second part, I said you can connect your garages. How do you connect the garages? The garages most of the time don't have any Tech Alliance account. So our company doesn't know the garages. We know how they work, but we don't have access to them. You have access to them. And how you have access to them. You have your own catalog system, for example, or you have a web shop, you have a website. They just call you, they go to your desk. However, you have contact to them, and you can provide them links. You can create here links which you can put on a lot of different places. So for example, in your catalog system, you can make a link behind a button. So for example, make here returns and warranty. You click there and you will execute one of these links. You can describe these links as you like to have. For example, eBay shop, your web shop, whatever. But why we have so many buttons here? If you don't have any security measurements, for example, website, if I have here a link for the website, it is hard. Sometimes you get spam because the Russian hackers are really good today, and they can maybe spam you with this. So this is why you can always disable easily these links, and you can also delete it if it's not possible to solve the problem. You can also create all the time new links, so you can replace them. You can print it out as a QR code on your shipping papers, and everyone can use it with a QR, with a phone, to whatever usage you thought about. So I quickly show you how it looks like. I copy the claim, I go here, put it in, and you see your logo, you see your name, nothing related to Tag Alliance here. So it is absolutely your piece of software then, and the garage just have to fill out the form. You adjust it in the admin console, and in the end, they will receive an email, and that's it. It has a few restrictions, for example, no tech doc search here, and also no claim list. If the garage would like to have a claim list and a tech doc search, whatever, they just need to get an account in Order Manager, and they have the same access as you. So you will ask now, okay, how much does the garage have to pay for it? Nothing. Why? Because you don't have to pay much for it. So you, first of all, this thing is completely free. If you want to have the administration console, what I showed you before, and the garage link, we made a package with a little piece of money. We said €500 per year should be a good price for these powerful tools. And if you say, no, I don't need to individualize the claim, and I can make it like I did before, so the garage will not fill out my claims, so I want to do it, yeah, then you can use it completely for free, because sending claims is free. We will get our money from the suppliers, and if you don't use our super features, then you don't have to pay for it. So easy going. But you have still another other features. So you have, for example, notifications. You can have here. Then you can type in your emails, a lot of emails. Who should receive the emails for new claims? Decision is done. New set chat messages, or even when the part reaches the receiver. We have here the conclusive message. You have seen before that there was a big notification in the end after I press on send. So you can give this hint to every of your customers. So please don't forget to print the claim, or please make sure that the package is really good packed, that it not breaks on the way. Please keep it 3 days at you. Maybe I can decide this claim just with the pictures. So you can be really free. We have for warranty and for returns different texts. Feel free to change here, and maybe you are creative and have here some good ideas. If you set it on default, it is translated in every language what we have in the Order Manager. So also your company settings, you can set up here your company settings, put up your logo, give us a few information about you, and that's it. We have here the shipping label setup. This is mainly for the suppliers, because they can also release the label to ship, but it's not really necessary for you. Another feature what we have, which is also included, is the import claims functionality. So you can upload claims in an Excel file. We have in the moment 2 different versions. So you as a trader send a claim to a supplier, a lot of claims to the supplier. So you load a list of warranties up to the receiver, or a list of returns to the receiver, in aka supplier. And also you can do it, for example, for your garage. So you as a receiver get claims, or do the claims for someone else for yourself. It's also possible here. You have a scheme, you validate them, and you upload them. So always easy steps to go. Okay, so I quickly check on my list if I forgot something, but I think not. Yeah, so I would say I'm 2 minutes over. This is exactly the 2 minutes I waited in the beginning, so 30 minutes landing. Masato, did I forgot something?
No, thank you. Hello, everyone. First of all, no, I think it was quite good. I think you covered all areas which were important for our audience, especially for the target audience as traders. So yeah. And anyway, please, everyone who is participating now, you can really enter your questions. If you have questions, please enter your questions in the webinar panel. There's a section called question. You can please type in your questions, because currently we have no I have not received any question up to now, so the audience is quite reluctant up to this point. So please yeah, take the opportunity now to enter your questions. Otherwise, we can also go over some questions from the German session we had a couple of hours ago. So now I see two questions here. What is the cost for a supplier? Okay, so the suppliers are it's for today. It's not we have no focus on the suppliers for now. We have a pricing catalog for them, what also Moritz indicated already. So we can of course provide information about prices for suppliers afterwards, of course, if it's requested.
Okay, the second question I think I can answer. So please explain the bulk send and print group label. Okay, so from the claim list, I said before we have the possibility to import claims. So if we import a lot of claims at the same time, we need to send them somehow, because sometimes we need to add things. And in this case, I tried to get some claims in finished state. So I have here, for example, a few in finished state. The receiver needs to be the same. Let's say I need to send these. If I go to bulk send, I will send them at the same time. If I go to print a group label, I will print a group label. So I have here group label. I have 3 claims inside, and in the whole it is 23 pieces. If I go to bulk send, then I will send, let's say, a whole box of warranties which I received at my garage. I can send at the same time. Okay. How long does it take for integration with your website? For an integration with our website. I think something like the link here. Is it what you mean? Maybe you can type another, just a confirmation if this is what you meant. So if I create a garage link here, how long does it take to integrate this? We have our own website. Okay, then it's really easy. So you copy this link, go to your website, put a link below, and so it's nearly the same like you make a hyperlink in a Word document. This is absolutely easy. If you have a web designer, he will make this within, I would say, below 2 minutes. It's just adding a link to a button. You're welcome. Okay. How to claim data, especially car data. How to claim data, especially car data. I don't get this question.
I have also not understood this question, to be honest. Could you maybe be a little bit more precise,
Maybe
please?
how to make an export of a claim data, especially car data. So I try. Let's see. So if you are in a send state, you can export the claim, and when you export the claim, you will get this data. So you have here the data of everything what is in this claim in a really big file. Everything what you need. Is this the answer to your question? Okay, but make mass export with CADE car data from claim list.
Yeah, the claim list you can export from there.
So
We have yeah, a couple of information there. It's not the complete claim detail that you get in the claim list. It's the most important information there. Maybe you can open up this claim list export, please, Moritz.
So this is how it looks. So it's we make work with the principle that you see what you get. So when the claim list is filtered like it was before, then you will get exactly this information what you see here. You will get in this here. You will not receive here the car informations totally, but I saw your company in your email address, so I guess we have already we are in contact with you, and we know that we will make some reporting towards this. So this is a thing what I quickly mentioned, that we will have in the future something to report things better. And so here are we free for every input, but this will be a different way. So this is the export what you can have, and right now, so today, and you can use it directly. Hope it answers. Okay, choose how can save different views. Okay, this is easy. This is just here. So if I say here different view, if I want to see everything, I just tip it on, save view, and then it's saved for me all the time when I enter this claim list.
Yeah, but the question was about saving different kind of views. So
this is also easy. So if you have a different login, so everyone who has a different login in the automation, this is easy to get in the administration panel. You can save yourself a own view. So, for example, the guys on the telephone need maybe a different view than the guys in the receiving or in the department to receive the parts. I said in the beginning, saving money. I hope you already get it, that this is the most of the thing is about saving time. So I can answer your question directly, but different views for one login, no chance. But this is the way why we have different logins. Maybe Masato, do you check? I will answer my or finish my sentence. Yeah. So the process is absolutely shortened down from 15 minutes before to 2 minutes or 3 minutes now. And we always try to improve the speed or increase the speed. So I would say it will even go down. And if you use it right, you save yourself so much time. And also you can use, oh, I didn't say this, you can use this tool to send to every supplier. So I didn't mention this before, sorry for this. You can send here claims to every company in the world. So if you claim something at IKEA, you can claim here something at IKEA. This is not a problem. If you want to claim something at Coca-Cola, no problem, you can do it here. You have the main idea was to get everything in one list, to get it controlled from one big list. You can filter and you have all the warranties, all the returns at the same place. Okay, Masato, can you answer his idea?
yeah, the next question was about distinguishing a claim regarding the status if the parts have been requested and received by the receiver. So currently, it's not possible to see this, but we are extending our solution by a part status. So that's what we will do really soon. So there will be a part status that will indicate both parties, the receiver and the sender, that the parts have been requested, and that and if the parts have been received, also that they have been received. So this will be visible in the future in the claim list also.
For the next
I
question,
hope I
I have
could
the
understand
answer.
this.
How will a supplier who does not use this solution receive the claims? Like he does now. So this is the main question what we always get, and this is really the crucial point on this solution. The receiver receives your part like he receives it today. Your part in a box with a piece of paper. If he doesn't use our solution. If he start to use our solution, he will just switch to, hey, please wait for the part. Please wait for sending the part. Maybe you don't need to send the part. I can decide this part digitally. But today is no problem. It will not change the workflow for you towards the supplier. But the big thing is you have it controlled. You have the transparency towards your customers. You save your time with creating the claim. So you have 90% of the benefits of our solutions already done before you send this claim. And this is a really, really big thing because you can start today. You can start today, type in your claims here, and you can start using it now and save money because every claim takes less minutes than before. And every of your colleagues can see the status of the claims. So transparency 100%. You're welcome. So the next question is printing of claim form. How to set printing only filled data?
Yeah, the filled fields, not the empty ones, because that costs a little bit of place and room and space of the on the paper. So
Understand?
this is an optimization what we also had already in mind. So but yeah, let's see.
In the moment, so we normally have two pages of paper. So for example, if you see, it's normally 2 pages. If you want to save paper, just print it on the backside. We thought about this in the beginning when we did it because every supplier has a different way and maybe they set up their administration console differently. So you will not see these fields anymore. So you will forget about it. And in this case, we will send it, but he will see, okay, it's not filled. But I understand your point.
There was a question about SAP integration. Do you want to
Yes,
cover
SAP
this
is
one?
my lovely word. Please get in contact with us after this. I will show you our email numbers and everything. Please get in contact if you're interested in this point. We need to talk about this more in detail because it is not an easy answering question because everyone understands something else with the SAP integration or ERP integration thing. So please get in contact with us and we talk about this afterwards. Let's see. Okay, using bulk send all claims, you have to have status finished. No, you don't have to open every claim. It is if you import the claim from the import, then they will have the status finished. We just made this in-between step because you may want to add pictures, you may want to add things on the claim. Maybe you want to give it the possibility to someone else to send it. This is why we have it in 2 steps. We say upload or import and then bulk send. It's just the status finished because then it means everything is saved, all valid or all mandatory fields are filled, and now you can send it.
Yeah. For that, we have this bulk send or submission button.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
So last question. Is it possible to import the system already an existing list of claims with different status closed, for example?
Maybe I can
No.
answer this. I got this question in a webinar before. We make it possible. So if you want to migrate your existing system, we make it possible for you. So let's talk about this and we can do this.
Okay.
Next question. Wait 1 second. This next question is also interesting. Sorry. is an app version available or in development for this system or only web interface? So there is not yet an app version, but we did do the garage link version of it really responsive. So if you try to open the link of a garage link by phone, you will see that it's absolutely responsive, feels like an app. But we have in plan, if the need is big enough for the app and it's not enough for the usage, we have already a design for the app in my drawer, so I can tell you this.
Mhm. And one last question, validation in import mass, so bulk import, what is it for? So it's just about that it's ensured that the Excel file, that the Excel list that you provide is in the right format, that you have filled every mandatory information in it and the data formats that they are correct. So you have a validation step just to be sure that the data is somehow consistent and can be understood by the system. So that's the validation there.
Okay, I
Okay.
think we are over the time. I show you again our numbers and names and faces. So again, if you scan this, you will come to the order manager page. If you make a photo of the whole page, you have our numbers, also our email address. Please feel free, send us emails or just go there and use it, because you can use it right now and you can save money from now on, and it's your money. Don't waste it. Thanks for your audience. It was nice.